Hello and welcome everybody. First of all, Happy New Year. I know I've already said that to you there before we got started, but I want to wish everybody that isn't here live, that is on watching the replay, a very, very Happy New Year. Welcome to 2026. How amazing, huh? Can you believe it? I mean, of course you can't. That's what happens with years. Um, we're in 2026, genuinely a year. If you know me and you know what's been going on with me personally the past little while, I did not think I was seeing this year, to be honest. Yet here we are, and even bigger changes are happening. So that's just an even bigger testament to the power of the mind. So this is my first masterclass of 2026. If you know me, you know my work. I created a program, a hypnotic weight release program many years ago, called Ditch the Diet, and that is sort of the umbrella of that aspect of the work that I do as a hypnotherapist. And this masterclass is to help you to ditch the diet mindset in 2026 and beyond. Because let's be honest, if diets work, they would have worked for you already. That's just the way that it is. You would only need to do it once, you would reach your ideal weight, and that would be you. And I know many people that are here live, myself included, we've all had that sort of, we've done the diets, we've counted the calories, we've been on the scales weekly, daily for some people as well, and we never got anywhere. And that's because diets just, they do not work. And it's such a shame because it is like $1 billion industry, I think, the whole diet industry. And it just plays on people's vulnerabilities and people's weaknesses. And, if these things did work or they were sustainable, well, you wouldn't be here right now. And, it's always this time of year whenever people are, new year, new me. And I think, what a load of shit. And I will just say that because if you were here this time last year, my masterclass was, fuck your new year, new me bullshit. Because I don't believe that we'll have to start a new year or start something come January. We can make changes whenever we want at any time throughout our life. We don't have to wait to January, and we have ourselves conditioned, and not only conditioned that we have to start this diet in January, but we have also conditioned ourselves to fail, because that's what we've done time and time and time and time again. So when you understand the mind, you understand first and foremost that everything that we do, everything that we repeat, everything that we let me see here. Oh, I have new settings. Amazing. What's this? Everything that we do, everything that we do repetitively, everything that we do, whenever we are putting emotion behind it, that then becomes a habit for us. And that habit that we do, oh, this is so much fun. This habit that we do time and time and time again is what will create the results that we get. So we need to ditch that diet. We need to ditch that diet mentality, and we need to understand that we can create change on the inside that will give us the long term and the permanent results that we are wanting to achieve in life. And one of the fastest ways that we can do that is with hypnotherapy. And that leads me into who I am. I'm Seán McGeough. I'm an award-winning clinical hypnotherapist, 2 times international best-selling author. I've done many, 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 many other things. And what a lot of people know me for is for my Ditch the Diet program and also my Hypnotic Gastric Band formula. And I will say, as I always have to say, that I did not create the Hypnotic Gastric Band. In my opinion, I perfected it. And I know that many people that have registered for this, that have worked with me, even some people that are here live, will agree. You can go ahead and agree in the chat box, because I know many people have been through that with me and have noticed changes, whether it be changes in your physical body, changes with your mindset, or changes with your habits, such as no longer stepping on the scales every day. Or maybe you are that person, Julianne, that's lost 6.5 stone, and I guess it's probably more at this stage, and I know many of you other guys that are here tonight have got other amazing results as well. So Yep, worked for you. Absolutely did, Julianne. And tonight's masterclass, what we're going to be covering is mental clarity on your goal. And I do not care if you have heard me say this once, you'll hear me say it 100 million other times. This is the part where people get it wrong. And I cannot drum this into people enough about setting the goal. We're also going to do a wonderful transformational hypnosis session, and then we'll understand how your language is affecting either you releasing weight or keeping the weight on you. So that will really help you to understand and to ditch the diet mindset as you move forward, whether you move forward working with me or you just move forward on your own, and whatever that looks like for you is absolutely whatever that looks like for you. But once we can make slight little changes, you will see results with these things that I'm going to be talking about. And these are the types of results that I am talking about, guys. Hypnosis was the only thing that helped me to release excess weight that I had gained through menopause, and believe me, I tried everything. No diet, no amount of exercise, no amount of workout classes helped. Not only have I let the extra weight go, plus a little bit more, my menopause symptoms seem to have lessened a lot as well. Thank you, Seán. It's one client's email. Another one is, hi Seán, hope all is well. I just wanted to let you know that I've hit my big weight loss goal. 5 stone is gone for good. I can't believe it in February. Never thought it was achievable, but here we are. So easy, so fast, and so fun. I wonder if this email or this message belongs to anybody in the group tonight. Your hypnosis gastric band is the best I have ever experienced. You really are the best hypnotist in the world. Thank you so much. You have completely changed my life. Thank you. So that is just some of my clients' testimonials. I have them plastered all over my Facebook every single day. Not because I'm brilliant, but because you guys are brilliant, and I love it, and I just want to share the success. I absolutely loved working with Seán. You can tell how much knowledge he has, and how passionate he is about his work. After one session, I couldn't stand the taste of Coca-Cola anymore, and within 2 weeks, I had stopped eating crisps completely. I would eat at least 2 packets of crisps at my lunch, and by the end of working with Seán, I had gone down 2 top sizes, and none of my bottoms fit anymore. Not to mention the total change in my mindset. I felt like a brand new person. Thank you, Seán. Great, great, great. And these are living, breathing testimonials from people out there. This isn't me, and I will show you the photo of me in a little bit. Seán's Hypnotic Gastric Band program is by far the best thing out there. It has been totally life-changing for me. No more juice, no more sweets, no more chocolate. Before doing this with Seán, I had tried everything to shift the excess fat, but nothing worked, as I always seem to fall off the wagon after a week. All these changes seemed to happen without me even noticing, and by the end of the program, I had lost 1 stone of fat, and I feel amazing. That's 1 stone in like 4 weeks. I can't remember what that is in kilos. If anyone remembers, go ahead and pop that in the chat box for me. Let me say stone to kg. So 1 stone is about 6.5 kilo. So that's 6.5 kilo gone following my formula in a 4-week period. Okay, so there are just some results that you can expect. Are these results common when you get them? I don't know until you get there. That's just the way that it is. I think Julianne, like myself, I hope you don't mind me picking on you, by the way, Julianne. It's because we've released the same amount of weight. That's why it sticks. And I think it's also in the same amount of time as well. 6.5 stone in 8 months. And I'm pretty sure that's the same with you, Julianne. That's why it stands out in my head. These results are common with my clients if you follow the formula. That's just the way that it is. And no matter who I'm working with, whether it's someone that I'm working with on something free that I'm doing right here, right now, whether it is someone that's invested to work in one of my groups or to work with me privately, we always, always, always start here. It does not matter. And this is the thing where people get it wrong. Many people go, my New Year's resolution is just to lose some weight. Your mind does not understand that at all. Okay? We have to understand that our minds take everything literal. Our minds do not judge. Our minds don't say that's good, that's bad, we shouldn't do that, or they don't mean that. Our mind just goes, okay. And even though you may want to lose 10 or 20 kilo, or you might want to lose 3, 5, or 10 stone, when you say I want to lose some weight, your mind could shift a pound, shift a kilo for you. And it goes, okay, good, job's done. So what we have to do is we have to get down to the exact amount of weight that you want to release and when you want to do it. Because energy fills the time that is allotted to it. Okay, so let's understand that a little bit more. If you have a job or you have something to do, and say it's Monday today, and you have this thing that you have to do on Friday, well, on Monday you're going to be like, right, yeah, no problem, plenty of time. You'll probably forget about it or think about it once or twice on Tuesday. On Wednesday you're like, I really should get this done, and then Thursday you have it done in 15 minutes before the deadline on Friday morning. Okay, energy fills the time that is allotted to it. Now, just because we're putting a date on our goal, first of all, does not mean that we're going to lose 10 stone in a month. We're just giving ourselves a deadline to work towards. We never know when a goal is going to show up in our life, but it's always good to give it that energy so it's condensed and laser focused. This is where I move out of the clinical hypnotherapist and into the woo-woo hypnotherapist, okay? And I do balance the both very well. Well, at least I think so. So the date is important, and I always say to people, if it's your first time working with me, go for about half a stone in a month. Okay, if it's not your first time working with me, let's go for a stone in a month, because it is doable. So we want to know the exact amount, but we don't want to focus on, I will lose 5 kilo, 10 kilo, 1 stone, 5 stone by X amount, because that is the wrong way to go about it. Our minds just go, yeah, whatever, that makes no sense to me. Okay? And things like this, I do dive into much deeper on my programs. Okay? So you're just going to have to trust me here, right now. But we need to flip it around, and we need to say that, I am so happy and grateful now that I weigh, and let's say, just for talk's sake, I weigh 10 stone, a happy and healthy 10 stone on whatever date. Okay? So we're moving it into the present tense, because our mind can future pace and our mind doesn't understand the past. So it only works in the now. So another good thing with your goal as well is to maybe understand what size of clothing you want to get into rather than a certain weight. Okay? And I find that is equally as effective. It really just depends on the person. Some people really like the numbers of the weight. Some people really like the size of the clothes. Okay? So whatever works for you is whatever works for you, and that's just the way that it is. Okay? So just know that there's no right or wrong way. But see, getting the clarity on the goal, that is already going to put you steps ahead of other people out there in January that are what's the word I'm looking for? That are dieting, that are just trying to lose some weight. Okay, you're going to be miles ahead, because then you're going to be laser focused in on that, and that's what I done. This is me at over 110 kilos a couple of years ago, and this is me at my goal. And believe me, I was bigger than this at one point. This is me. My goal was actually 74, and I have maintained that. To be fair, I have put about 3 kilo on, but that's due to other things, and it's coming off very quickly. Again, guys, I'm very honest, I'm very transparent with you all, but I have maintained that for about 3 years until the events of August last year. And then all the feeding that my mum done didn't help in October and September and October. That just, you know what it's like. Mummy's cooking, you have to clear the plate. And I mean that as a compliment, just in case my mum's watching this at some point. But this is achievable, guys, and I done this in under a year. I got there, I stayed there, and this was all through the mind. Now, at this stage, I can't even look at this anymore. Just look at that guy on the left. Just look how fucking miserable he looks. Alright, look how miserable and unhappy he looks. Like, I'm trying to zoom in and all, like it's my phone. Like, that is just, can I zoom in here? I don't want to traumatize you all, but like, just look at how unhappy he looks. Awful skin, My goodness. Just miserable. And look at on the right. Bit sexy, if I do say so myself. Um, and this wasn't working out, although I was going to the gym twice a week to lift weights. I was only doing weight training because getting a little bit older and wanted to take a bit more care of myself. And weight training helps with the muscles and the bones from getting as you get older. So I'm doing work now in my 30s that's going to benefit me in my 40s and my 50s and hopefully well beyond that as well. But all of this was due to hypnosis, no dieting. The hypnosis done it. I don't believe in diet at all. I eat what I want, and I know many of you out here know that about me. Eat, drink, nothing's off limits. We don't do diets. We don't do crazy workouts. What we need to do is to think thin, and that is what we've covered already. The first step of thinking thin is adopting your goal in the present tense. Um, and thinking about that consistently and learning to switch that thought over. And that is the ditch the diet mindset, is learning to think thin. However, I would like to know, even though we don't diet and we don't exercise and all that type of stuff, I would like to know from you guys in the chat box, what sort of foods or habits is it that you have personally around food that you would like to eliminate or at least less? So you're eating a bit of chocolate, but you're enjoying it and not overdoing it. Is it something like maybe Leslie? Whenever me and Leslie were working together, she was, "Oh, I have to stop eating the cheese." And once I explained it from the ditch the diet mindset, now Leslie enjoys her little bit of cheese and good quality cheese at that. So what is some sort of changes you would like to make? Put that in the chat box, please, guys, because this is for you. This isn't me. I've lost the weight. I'm happy with my body. Although I will be experimenting some new hypnosis on myself, so give it another 2 months and we'll see how I'm looking then as well. You won't recognise me. Yes, so we don't do the whole diet thing here, guys, okay? That's why my sort of thing is ditch the diet. Because diets don't work. Stop eating after 6:30. Diets don't work. We all just need to know that, okay? And whenever we are coming from a diet mindset, a diet mentality, what we are actually doing is reinforcing the problem. And people do not understand that at all. Okay, whenever you're thinking about, oh, I can't have that, I shouldn't have that, I want to lose weight, I'm trying to lose weight, all we are really doing is reinforcing the fact that you're overweight. Um, because our mind doesn't understand the trying, our mind doesn't understand diet or deprivation, it only understands it literally. So when you say, I want something, the word want means that you're lacking of that thing. Okay? So when you say, I want to lose weight, your mind hears, I'm overweight. And because your mind takes everything as an instruction, it just goes, okay. And when we say something again and again and again and again, so whenever we say time and time and time again to ourselves, I want to lose weight, and our mind hears, I'm overweight, that becomes a belief system, that becomes part of your identity. So on a subconscious level, you are identifying as an overweight person. And what happens? The body has to match our thinking. Okay, so that's one big, big part that should blow that part of the diet culture away for you. I'm going to switch this light off and see if it looks any different. Oh god, no, that's scary. Ooh, looked like Halloween there, didn't it? Not New Year's. That should blow the diet part away for you guys, that on its own, okay? Because see, once then you switch from I want to lose weight, I'm trying to lose weight, and then you're telling yourself every day, I am so happy and grateful that I am a happy and healthy size 10 or 12 or whatever it is. Now there's going to be the battle that's going on there between your old identity and this new identity that you're installing. That's going to be going on, okay? But see, if you are persistent with that, See, if you do that consistently every single day, this old identity here, that is the one that is overweight, will start to come down. And as that's coming down, the one that identifies as the happy and healthy size 12 starts to win and starts to come up until eventually the new identity comes forward. And that new identity, again, is the happy and healthy size 12, whatever it may be. That then the body has to match its thinking. Now, that on its own is not going to get you to where you need to be, but that on its own is going to give you a new base to work on, and it's going to make your habits beyond that easier. Okay? Now, again, these things I go into much more on my programs. I've been talking for 25 minutes already. There's Leslie coming back in again. And it's always this stage of the game where I go, uh-oh, did I hit record? I'm sure you guys that know me were probably waiting on me saying that. Okay, amazing. Welcome back, Leslie. Leslie's another one of my amazing success stories. I'm going to have to get you on to do a quick little video with me at some stage, Leslie, to share your experience, to put up on my website. If any other of my clients out there are willing to do that, please do. Please hit me up and we can sort that out. So stop eating late. And hit me up, by the way, tomorrow. Let's have a little chat because I haven't seen you in a while. Okay, so, and then we've got portion size. You're good with your portion size though now, Julianne, I know that. So the portion size is in this, being kinder to myself. Okay. So I may have an audio to help with that. If not, and I'll sort you out on Wednesday or Thursday. We'll jump on Zoom for a wee 20 minutes and we'll be a little hypnosis ninja and sort that out, okay? Chocolate and biscuits. Now, again, I'm glad you brought that up, Gabriella, because the idea of this is not to eliminate those completely, but it's to enjoy the smaller amounts of them, okay? And that's what the hypnosis does. That's where you can have success without feeling deprived or missing out. Portion sizes are a problem at times when eating out of routine. I'm glad you said that, Jean. That is like self-awareness at its finest, okay? And what I would recommend, Jean, and I'll say this for everybody, there is going to be days where you are going to eat more than others, okay? Especially when you're out of routine, okay? Now, one of my days where I would be seeing clients in person, see that night when I was done because I had to overload the day. You know, I just had to do so much all day. See that night when I was done, let me tell you, I could have ate what I would have eaten 2 days in one sitting because of the mental energy that I used. Okay, so there's going to be things like that where you are going to eat a little more. There's going to be days where maybe, you know, you've got a lot of errands to run, you have to do your housework, you did just a lot of things going on. That's going to be a day where your body's going to need a little bit more than usual. So the key is to understand that. You listening, Jane? Understand there's going to be those days, and we don't get emotionally involved with that. We recognize, oh, I've had a little bit more. I'm not letting my old paradigm, my old identity annoy me. I'm drawing a line under it and moving forward. Okay? Right back to normal the very next day. See the emotional involvement with how I've had so much today? That is what causes weight gain. That is what's giving your body a command. Okay? Whenever you're getting emotionally involved, going, I've had too much, your mind just hears, eat more. With emotion behind it, so you're programming yourself to eat more. Okay? The hypnosis will unravel that. Working with me will unravel all of that type of stuff with you guys. But Jane, understand, it happens, especially in winter if it's snowing where you are as well, guys. Like, your body's going to need some warm food. It happens. Totally normal, okay? Totally normal. Remember, this is not a diet. We are ditching the diet. Now, let me see. I think we're moving on to the hypnosis because I've been waffling on for a long time there. 28 minutes now. I'm actually loving this screen share. Is it good for you guys? It's different than just me in the corner. Let's see. Hypnosis time, absolutely. So I want you all to make yourself comfortable. If anyone's listening to the replay of this, please do not listen when you're driving or operating heavy machinery, okay? Now, I am going to switch my camera off just so I'm not sitting looking at myself. So this is your little minute or two's warning. Get comfortable, get the headphones on, make sure you will not be disturbed while this is going on. It's not a very long hypnosis. We do them much longer in the programs, but this is just to let you experience what it's like. So go ahead, make yourself comfortable. Just put your head back and close your eyes just as soon as you feel ready. Just take a moment to focus on the rhythm of the breath as you are taking time for you to let go of the day and of the week gone by. As this is a luxury very few people give themselves. Time to relax, to unwind, to let go of any worries, any stress, any concerns. Now before we begin, I would like for you just to take a moment. I would like you just to take a moment to think exactly how much weight you want to release. What size of clothes are you going to wear? See yourself in your mind at your goal weight, shape, and size. And that's good. Just take a moment now and focus on the muscles in your face. Let them all soften and relax. And that's good. Just take a few deeper breaths now, and with each breath, as you exhale, just feel this calmness in your body become stronger and stronger, spreading all the way from your head down to your toes, from top to bottom, inside out and outside in, immersing you in an ocean of calmness. That's right. And as it continues, peace and serenity are taking you over, inside and outside, thus putting your mind and body in sync with each other, creating a perfect space of peace and harmony. From now on, you don't even have to do a thing. Nobody needs you right now, and you have nowhere else to be. You don't even have to listen consciously to my words, but there will be changes, as my voice will go with you, stay with you, have a lasting impact upon you. And this deeply relaxing experience is not the same as sleep. You will not become unconscious while you relax here today. It's kind of like daydreaming, where you will still have awarenesses and be able to awaken fully should you need to, feeling refreshed and rejuvenated. But for now, just continue to relax in that ocean of calmness, feeling so calm and relaxed, feeling so warm and relaxed. And I'm going to count down from 10 to 1. And as I count each easy, gentle number, your mind can detach further as you begin to enjoy the complete feeling of total mental and physical relaxation. Your mind may even begin to wander here and there and lose track of the progression of the numbers. But again, that's all fine. All is well with this deeply, deeply relaxing experience. Because this is your time, your special time. Nobody wanting anything, nobody needing anything. Your special time to simply shut the world off and begin to really let go. 10. Giving yourself permission to relax, to go with the flow of my voice, the gentle flow of the music in the background. 9. This is the perfect place for you to let go. For you to let go of what you feel hypnosis is, what it isn't, what it should or shouldn't feel like. 8. Continuing to breathe in calmness and breathe out all anxious thoughts, feelings and behaviour. 7. Any sounds inside of the room or outside of the room just fade away, enabling you to become even more attentive to the sound of my voice. Because right now, nothing else is as important as the sound of my voice. 6. And gently now sensing that wonderful peace of mind, body, and spirit. 5. Halfway there, allowing your relaxation to double, to intensify with each easy, gentle breath that you take. 4. Drifting, dreaming, visualizing yourself as the slim and healthy person that you truly are. 3. Relaxing your mind and body together perfectly, easily, calmly. 2. Your subconscious mind becoming accessible, receptive to new learnings, to new understandings, to changing old beliefs. 1. Accessing that part of you that knows everything about you, that remembers every experience from the moment that you were born. As your subconscious mind interacts with your conscious mind and physical body, it also has the power to influence your conscious mind and physical body. So I would like to ask your unconscious mind to do its very best work for you, guiding you, assisting and supporting you on your journey to easily release weight, as you're guided by and acting upon my suggestions, which will help you the most. So I would like for you to imagine yourself at your goal weight, shape and size, standing in front of a full-length mirror, having just come out of the shower. Imagine you're standing in front of a full-length mirror. See your reflection in the mirror, slender, streamlined, and let yourself feel how very light you feel without all that unnecessary weight. Tell yourself that you can and will look and feel like this, because this is the real you, which has been hidden, imprisoned by excess weight, and which you are now determined to set free. Most people don't like to be told you can't, or you shouldn't, and we don't like it much either when we say those things to ourselves. Have you ever noticed that when we tell ourselves, "Oh, I can't eat that. Oh, I shouldn't eat that," that we often secretly want to rebel? But you will be pleased to find that you can talk to yourself in other ways that are much, much more helpful. Instead of fighting or trying to deny on an urge to eat or drink things that are bad or harmful to you, you can admit it, but then realize that cravings are very brief and will pass in a few moments. Instead of thinking, "Oh, I'm dying for cheese or bread, pasta, chocolate, biscuit," you can detach from the urge to eat. And you can say something like, "I feel the urge to eat. I wonder what the situation or feeling is that is triggering this desire." You will realize it will pass in a moment. And this craving is just a signal to let me know I need to cope with this situation. And then we discover that we have the capacity to deal with our feelings directly, no longer needing to submerge feelings in food. We discover that the mouth never solves problems of the mind, but that we have the capacity with our mind to deal with our feelings directly, to allow ourselves to experience feelings of anger, feelings of stress, feelings of tiredness, anxiety, boredom, or even joy. Discovering that we have the capacity to experience our feelings, to feel them, to resolve them, and we no longer need to try and distance our feelings or submerge them in food. Learning that we can deal more effectively with our feelings with our mind than with our mouth. We discover that we no longer need the excuse of food in order to take a break. We can simply choose to take a break, to rest and relax. You know, and I know that you know, that you will no longer find pleasure in chocolate or biscuit, but I needn't tell you that. And I could tell you that you will find no pleasure in foods that are harmful for your body. The milk, the cheese, the yogurts that do your body harm. But you already know that. And I could tell you that you will find no pleasure in eating late at night. But you already know that. I could tell you that you will find no pleasure in bread and pasta, carbs and cakes, but you already know that. These things you will get no pleasure from. but you already know that. And as you sit there relaxing, you may even begin to remember that as a baby you were born with the natural ability to be in tune with your body, what it wants, what it needs, to know when you are hungry and to know when you are full. Somewhere along the line you have even begun to eat for different reasons. It could be boredom, it could be because you were told to finish everything on your plate, or it could even be to help you feel emotionally full. Whatever these reasons are, they aren't serving you any positive purpose. So it's time to let them go. Just let them go. The natural ability that babies have to know when they are hungry and to know when they are full still exists inside you. It's been there this whole time. It's perhaps a part of you that you long forgot to listen to. But today and each day moving forward, it can be so easy to become in tune with your body once more. To know when you are hungry to eat and enjoy food slowly. To chew every mouthful and to know when you are full. And this ability isn't new, it's part of who you are. And through the power and direction of your subconscious mind, you can rewire, remanifest, and reinstall this natural ability to know when you are hungry and to know when you are full. I would like for you to enjoy food thoroughly. You know, and I know that you know. It's just as easy to enjoy a small portion as it is a large portion. In fact, those who eat a small portion will enjoy a small portion much, much more than you would a large portion. And you really will, because you won't even have to feel guilty about that small portion. You will be perfectly delighted with it. And as this begins to happen, every day you will find yourself better able to eat smaller portions. You'll be naturally drawn to foods that fuel your body, to effortlessly release excess fat, and achieve for yourself that picture of yourself that you have in your mind's eye, as you want to be, as you can and will be, making the right choices, the better choices for you. Now I would like your unconscious mind to reinforce every positive thought you have ever had about yourself. Because I'm going to count from 1 to 10, and on 10 you will open your eyes, feeling awake, feeling alert, feeling so much better than you have done before. 1, 2, returning from that place back to this place. 3, 4, feeling lighter and brighter. 5, 6, not knowing how we awaken, but knowing that we do each and every day. 7, 8, rising from hypnotic trance now as you open your eyes on 9 and 10. Eyes open, wide awake, wiggle the fingers and the toes, that's it, welcome back. Have a little stretch. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So guys, I would love to hear your experiences from that. Did you enjoy it? Did you love it? Was it fantastic? Were you like, oh my god, this is exactly what I need? Do feel free to share your comments. Yes, so we are hypnosis time. And let's see what's next. Yep, share your experiences. I would recommend a little stretch, wiggling of the fingers and the toes, just to bring yourself back round, because we are still on the go. We still have a little bit more to cover tonight. Might be my first masterclass in 2026, and I'm going all in. Loved it, felt so relaxed. I definitely needed this. Sometimes that's all we need, 20, 25 minutes, boom, sorted. Get you back on track. Amazing. I'm so glad you guys enjoyed it. So, what we have to understand, guys, is the words that we say often become our belief system, and our bodies have to act in a way that match our thinking. So we have to be very, very careful of the words that we use. I've covered, I touched on this not that long ago before the hypnosis session. So whenever we say the words like, I'm trying, I'm losing weight, I'm fat, I'm overweight, I can't, first of all, we can never try anything, okay? We can experience things. And I understand, I'm trying something new, I'm trying something new. I get that, I do. But understand that we can never try something. We either do it or we don't. Okay? So whenever we say, oh, I'm trying to lose some weight, again, that's one of those phrases that the mind doesn't really understand. It can't do much with, because the mind knows that we either do or we don't. Okay? That's where we need to make that rock hard decision. Okay? Now we also have to understand losing weight. There is nothing on this planet that we can lose that isn't painful to us, okay? And I know some people usually hit me back with, well, losing weight's good, yeah. But beyond that, so the word loss drums up images in our mind of painful experiences. We can lose our car keys, we can lose a partner, we can lose our parents, heaven forbid you lose a child, lose a job, lose your home. They're all painful experiences. And our mind's job is to keep us safe from pain. And it's to move us away from painful experiences. So losing weight, your mind's going to fight against, because it's going to go, uh-oh, this is going to be problematic. We need to drop this from our vocabulary. Also, even saying things like, oh, I'm fat, I'm overweight, blah, 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 blah. Our minds don't know that we're joking. In fact, jokes become belief systems if we use them often enough, faster than an affirmation will. Because whenever we're joking about something, we're laughing, we're in a high energy, we're in a good mood, and we're saying something that drums up an image in our head, and we're slapping a strong emotion behind it. That's going to become a belief. Okay, I'm overweight and I can't. Just drop the word can't. Okay, it's American, not Americans. Not one of you are American here today, but anyway, you know what I mean. So instead, what we want to do is we want to use words like I am healthy, I'm releasing weight, I'm shedding weight, I am worthy of a happy body, I am capable of releasing weight. All of these words are much better and more friendly, and your mind understands what you're saying. Okay? I'm worthy of a happy body. That's working on a deep identity level there, and you may not understand just how impactful that really is, because we need to shift our self-esteem and our self-worth and our self-confidence, because I can tell you right now that is reflected in your body, your self-esteem and your self-worth. Nobody, and any former fat person will tell you this, I was never really happy when I was overweight. And so many people will say that. There is so many people that do say things like, oh no, fit at every size, healthy at every size, blah, 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 nonsense, 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 nonsense. All of those people that you see online, myself included, my clients included, you know what, actually I wasn't as happy as I was saying I was. And that is a true reflection of carrying that weight is a self-esteem problem. Not solely, but partly. And that's what hypnosis has a wonderful job at doing, is raising that self-esteem so much. Although I know releasing my excess weight is very important, I find the change of mindset from what it was is just as important. 100%, Jane, 100%. Like, those changes with your mind and with your habit are remarkable. We'll have to get you on sometime to share those things with people, because the difference, Jane, night and day. You know, all you guys that I've worked with, round of applause, like you all deserve it. But remarkable, like going from such a heavy diet culture, Gene, to from weighing yourself every day to not even using scales anymore. Remarkable, remarkable. Um, and that shows changes in the self-esteem very, very much so. Because our self-worth and our self-esteem is tied to that. And, you know, unfortunately, hypnosis isn't like this is it, and it's going to work this exact same way for everybody. It does work differently for each individual because we're all different. We all have different experiences, different beliefs, that is going to cause the weight to come off quickly, slowly, that's going to cause weight to drop, then the beliefs to change, or the habits to change, or in some people's cases, the habits change, and then the weight comes off, and, you know, but it does work. It's just, it works each way for each person. And you know, if you don't feel worthy and deserving of having a happy, healthy body, you're never going to get there. So I want to know, do you guys feel worthy of a happy, healthy body? Double of me, isn't she? Looks just like me. Because if you are feeling worthy of a happy, healthy body, I would love to invite guys to work with me in January, one-on-one, with my Hypnotic Gastric Band. My Hypnotic Gastric Band 4-step, 4-week process has been again revamped for the new year. New material, tweaked material. I'm not going to say it's 100% different. If you've worked with me before, would I recommend doing it again? Yep, because I know you've worked with me, I can tweak things even more for you. Um, it's remarkable. It's award winning. It's had me on TV. You know, with this. So I really want to hit January hard and be a bit of a disruptor for the diet industry because we don't fucking need them. You know, so my program is normally 297. I'm doing it for select guys and ladies, I should say, select people, ladies and gents, at 197, and that's for 4 sessions with me, 4 one-on-one sessions on Zoom. Now, the materials there, it's been rewrote. I've been rewriting it for the past while, really, but I've really been rewriting it all for about 6 weeks now, very seriously, with all the knowledge that I've gained over the last year, and I'll probably do that again yearly, you know. But this private program includes 4 one-on-one sessions with me on Zoom. 3 hypnotic audios, a guidebook PDF, check-ins throughout the week, my Ditch the Diet ebook. This program has more to it that I didn't really bother putting up here because I don't want to, and it's valued at over £700, and it's available for 47. And if it is something that you are interested in, do I recommend signing up? Absolutely, because screw the diet mindset. Um, Through the diet mindset, absolutely get rid of it 100%. I might even put a little link in the chat box, or it will be on YouTube, the replay somewhere in the comment there. Again, I know many people that have registered for this have worked with me at some stage, but it's always new and it's always different, guys. Remember that. You know, whenever you come to work with me and say you book the Hypnotic Gastric Band again, I do make big changes to it. As if we're extending it. Plus again, like I say, it's new material. I know some guys have already signed up to work with me in the new year anyway, and well done you guys. I haven't forgot about that, don't worry. But this would be a fantastic opportunity to put 4 one-on-one sessions with me in your pocket as well for when that's done. So just be mindful of that. Yeah. And on that note, have you any questions? Because I've just spoke for 57 minutes non-stop. Sure wouldn't be like me, would it? If you guys that are here live have any questions, give me a little wave. I'd be happy to answer them for you. If you don't, listen to the replay. I will send the replay out tomorrow. I'm going to be popping it up on YouTube for you, but I will send it to you all directly. And listen to it, you know. and make the decision that 2026 is the year that we're ditching the diet mindset once and for all. Okay? We're going to get rid of it. And we're going to have easy weight loss. All right? Because that's what it's all about, 2026. Making everything all nice and easy. I see there's no questions coming through, and that's fab. That's great. Have a good night, whatever it is that you're getting up to, guys. And I wish you all a very happy, healthy, and prosperous 2026 and beyond. Ciao.